We're busting some myths about church online, so check it out. Hey, my name is Alan George. I'm the church online pastor here at Life.Church, and we've been doing church online as a church since 2006. So if you can think about all the reasons why a church shouldn't do church online, we've probably heard it, but I can tell you those are just myths. So here are some of the most popular reasons that I've heard why people shouldn't do church online. Myth number one, is church online even real? I've been asked that question because many times people wonder, can people receive Christ online? Can their hearts be moved? I mean, how do you replace not being in the room? Well, we're not trying to replace not being in the room. We're just leveraging every opportunity and every tool we have to reach people all over the world. I know when I heard the Great Commission for the first time, and I thought, how are we supposed to reach the world? Like, it is impossible because people spend lifetimes reaching one city. Well, in our generation, we have the opportunity to do that because at the click of a button, you can reach this world. And the truth is, it's God. Who are we to put limitations on how God can move and what God can do? I can tell you story after story where people have given their life to Christ because they heard something online, or they saw a tweet, or they saw a post in Facebook, or someone invited them to a church online service. You never know how God's going to work because church online is real church. Myth number two, church online is really for people on vacation, or it's for people who are sick. Now, what I love about church online is, yes, if someone is on vacation or if someone is unable to leave their home because of medical conditions, I love that as churches, we have the opportunity to still be there for them. But that's not the only reason we have. We can reach people that otherwise might never step foot into our physical buildings. Because many times, if you've invited people you know, people can sometimes be hesitant to walking into a new place and trying something new for the first time. But with doing church online, we give people the opportunity to be a part of our community from a safe place. So for me, church online, yes, it's great for people who are on vacation. And if you're unable to leave the house, it's a great opportunity, but it's also more than that. So look at the ideas, look at the opportunities that you have online to reach more people. Myth number three, church online will limit my physical church. Well, I can share what we've seen God do here at Life.Church. Like I mentioned, we launched our first church online service in 2006, and it's been incredible to see how God has grown both our physical locations and our online ministry. I can't explain it, but we have more people attending since we've launched online ministry than we had before we had online ministry. How does it all connect? It's God. I see it as an opportunity to leverage every tool, whether it's to grow our physical or online ministry. So don't allow this myth to hold you back from experiencing all that God can do through your church. Myth number four, we need a big staff and a giant budget to make this happen. Not true. Why? Well, you can start with the church online platform. It's absolutely free, and it's the easiest way for you to take your services and go online. It allows you to connect with your community, pray with them, talk to them, and create follow-up steps that you can do to help them as they start their journey with Christ. So it's not going to be expensive at all when you look at the technology. Now, what about the staff, the people? I'll tell you this, as a church, when we wanted to add more services, we realized we were in the same boat. We can't keep adding staff. So what do? Well, we started recruiting volunteers. Believe it or not, there are people alive right now that are asking God to show them how they could use their skills and gifts to further the kingdom. And you are their answer. And so my encouragement to you, start your ministry, start your church online service, and tell everyone about it, because people are going to come to you saying, hey, can I be a part of what God's doing here at our church? Myth number five, community can't happen online. That's not true. It can happen online. Well, let's define what's community. Community is honestly intentional connection. And now whether that happens online or in person, It is possible. Take a second and think about corporations or organizations all over the world. People leverage video conferencing technology and text messaging and find different ways to work on projects together. In fact, I have little kids right now in school that leverage Google Slides to create projects, and they all do it from different places. So kids now are doing this. Why not the church? I can tell you story after story of how people are leveraging the YouVersion Bible app or WhatsApp or Zoom or whatever other technology exists out there to do Bible studies together, to pray with each other. They form men's groups and women's groups. Imagine the richness of these relationships when you bring in different cultures and different experiences. I believe that God wants us to experience community in many different ways. And so for me, community is possible both online and in person. So I know that there are a lot more myths to cover. So I'm curious, what myths have you seen or heard about church online? We'd love to hear from you. Just let us know in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to watch more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. We love connecting with churches and pastors all over the world. So make sure you subscribe and follow us on social media because we love to get to know you better. Right now. Just hit subscribe.